Welcome to the He's Got Issues DC Comics Edition number 137.2. I'm John Cooney here to preview new DC Comics being released September 3rd, 2014, beginning alphabetically with Action Comics Futures End number 1. With the Man of Steel missing, ordinary people around the world start to mysteriously exhibit his strengths and abilities. Now this month, DC books leap 5 years into the future and tie into the story established in the weekly series The New 52 Futures End. Much like Villains Month last year, these books will feature special 3D lenticular covers. In a special DC All Access bonus clip, host Tiffany Smith walks us through the cover process with DC Entertainment Senior Art Director Kenny Lopez, using Action Comics as an example.
So the newest Futures End variant covers are all going to be lenticular. Why Futures End?
It's a big event in which the DC universe is propelled 5 years into the future. So it just seemed like a natural, because you can take the image from now and then flip it into the image of, what's going to go on 5 years from now. Whereas last year's was simply 3D, and these went over really well. So we thought, well, this time we could take advantage of what they call the flip. So in this case, we'd have one image that would flip back to a different image. So you go the current Superman and go 5 years later to what's going on.
So cool.
Yeah.
Now explain to me a little bit about the technology. I just like saying lenticular. So what exactly does that mean?
It means taking a 2D image and through computer technology just turning it into a 3D image. It's something proprietary from the guys we use over in Wisconsin. On our end, it's a little different to prepare these than it is to do a normal cover, where it's just one image, something like this, just one image, we throw the logo on and that's it. Whereas this is actually, in this case, you've got this drawing and this drawing. So it's actually 4 different drawings, one of him, and one of him later, and then the background is drawn separate as well. I've got right on screen, we've got this same cover, Futures End Action Comics. It's all done in various layers, starting with Superman, and then you get a background that goes behind him, that's the main background, and then we add a shadow for these panels. And there comes the Metropolis background right there. So that's what we call Flip 1.
Okay.
And then you get the trade dress, Futures End logo, Action Comics logo comes in. Most importantly, DC Comics logo. Can't forget that. And then, you see how we flip back and forth.
Nice.
But what's cool is the background. You've got Metropolis normal, and then it flips to the burning Metropolis as
very
well.
cool. Did you feel like you had to one-up yourselves from the last time you did the lenticular covers?
I think we always feel like we have to one-up ourselves. You don't want to let it rest on your laurels.
Yeah.
Because the fans know it.
What the heck is going to happen next time?
Good question.
Are you guys already thinking? Do you think that far ahead?
Yeah, for some of these things, definitely.
I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm like, maybe it'll be like sculptures, holograms.
Ooh, there's an idea.
Right?
Next, we've got Aquaman Futures End number 1. Mara has claimed the throne of Atlantis for herself, and she sentenced her unfaithful husband, Aquaman, to death. We've also got Batman 66 meets the Green Hornet number 4 of 6. What's this? The Green Hornet and Kato breaking into the Gotham City National Bank? Can it be? Have they really become the criminals that Batman already believes them to be? It looks like the dynamic duo and their uneasy allies are about to go head to head. Meanwhile, General Gunn prepares for another crime and sets another trap. Next we have Batman Essentials Batman and Son Special Edition number 1 for $1. Batman's 75th anniversary celebration continues with another promotionally priced special presenting one of the Dark Knight's greatest tales, plus related pages from the 2014 DCE Essential Graphic Novels catalog. In this special, Batman gets the shock of his life when he discovers that he has a son, Damian Wayne, and sparks fly when the new edition is introduced to Robin. We've also got Batman Eternal number 22. Beacon Tower was designed to save Gotham City, but the architect has plans to make it into the most dangerous weapon the city has ever seen. Next we have Batwing Futures End number 1. Luke Fox has rejected his father, which leads to him rebuilding a more deadly and dangerous Leviathan. We've also got Detective Comics Futures End number 1. Batman takes his war on crime to the next level, but he needs the help of his greatest ally, the Riddler? Next we have Earth 2 Futures End number 1. Michael Holt has survived the war between the two worlds he's called home. Now he's taking drastic measures to ensure that there will be no more war, regardless of the cost. We've also got Fairest number 29. A moment of happiness for Reynard is brutally cut short in the latest chapter of The Clamor of Glamour. Life as a man is still not doing Reynard any favors, but can the cunning of a fox save both Reynard and Megan from a terrible fate? Meanwhile, spells are cast at the farm, but for some the long wait is proving too hard to bear. Can Al find a way to lift the spirits of his beloved pussycat as the forlorn feline dreams of escape? Next we have Grayson Futures End number 1. Branded a traitor, Dick Grayson has become the most powerful hero in the newly resurgent and dominant Mother Russia, and now he must battle the beast from the east in one final struggle for supremacy. We've also got Green Arrow Futures End number 1. Green Arrow is dead, and his replacement finally stands revealed. Next we have Green Lantern Futures End number 1. Across the universe, the dead are rising. The Black Lanterns are back. Only one being knows what it'll take to destroy them this time, the one who understands the spectrum inside and out, Relic. But there's no way Hal Jordan is prepared for the part he'll have to play in order to put an end to the Black Lanterns once and for all. We've also got Hinterkind number 11. Intrigue in the city palace gets nasty as Princess Tertia makes a grab for power. Meanwhile, John Hobb takes a vampire balloon ride while Prosper makes a mysterious new friend, featuring the cover debut of talented newcomer Marguerite Salvage. Next we have Justice League number 33. The shocking conclusion to the Injustice League leads to a startling confrontation with the all-new, all-dangerous Doom Patrol. And in the wake of it all, a secret will be revealed that will bond two members forever and break two members apart. Plus, Shazam unlocks a new power that will send a shockwave through the League. We've also got names number 1 of 8. New York City. 40-year-old Kevin Walker is a successful trader. He's incredibly rich. He has a young, sexy wife and a son he adores. He has everything. Until the mysterious man known as the Surgeon walks into Kevin's office. He takes a seat and tells Kevin to write a suicide note. Trembling but obedient, Kevin does what the surgeon says. Then, at a word from his well-dressed figure, Kevin jumps out of the window and falls 50 stories to his death. Thus begins The Names, an 8-issue miniseries by writer Peter Milligan and artist Leonardo Fernandez. The Names is a dark contemporary thriller set in the world of big money, hedge funds, leveraged buyouts, market raids, flash crashes, high-end finance that can ruin entire economies, run by a cabal of the world's richest and sickest people. Now it's up to Katya Walker, the beautiful and deadly wife of the late Kevin, to take on this hidden power structure to find out who killed her husband and why. No matter what it takes, no matter who she has to kill. It's the Wolf of Wall Street meets Kill Bill, and heaven help the 1%. Next we have New 52 Futures End number 18. At last, the true evil of Cadmus Island stands revealed. We've also got Scooby-Doo Team-Up number 6. When the Hall of Justice is haunted, who can the Superfans call to save the day? Their pals Scooby, Shaggy, Fred, Velma, and Daphne, of course. But when the Mystery Machine pulls into town, will the gang be able to help, or will Shaggy's phobias give these ghosts an advantage? Next we have Swamp Thing Futures End number 1. The avatars of the green, red, and gray go to war with the avatars of bacteria and metal. It's 5 years later, and Alec Holland is trying to mediate a ceasefire that could also be his last stab at reconnecting with humanity. We've also got Tiny Titans Return to the Treehouse number 4 of 6. Welcome to Atlantis. With the help of Aqualad and Lagoon Boy, the Tiny Titans seek another location for their long-lost treehouse. Sounds like a good idea, until your air runs out. And we've got Trinity of Sin, the Phantom Stranger Futures End number 1. With one coin of redemption left, the Phantom Stranger faces his final challenge in front of the new Council of Eternity. Out in trades this week, we've got Batwoman Volume 4, This Blood is Thick trade paperback. After taking down Medusa, Batwoman is caught in the crossfire between Batman and the DEO in these stories from issues 18 to 24. The organization has their sights set on the Dark Knight and could be using Batwoman to capture him. But is Batman the true threat? Next we have Forever Evil hardcover, The Justice League is Dead, and the Villains Shall Inherit the Earth. In this new hardcover collecting the 7-issue miniseries, the crime syndicate takes over the DC universe, and no one can stand in the way of them and complete domination, no one except for Lex Luthor. We've also got JLA Earth 2 trade paperback new edition. The legendary crime syndicate of America stars in this new edition of this unforgettable tale with a new cover by artist Frank Quitely. Nothing has ever seriously threatened the global corruption they proudly enforce, but now a twisted mirror image of the CSA has arrived from the flip side of reality. Can anything stop this so-called Justice League, or will the perfect evil of the Earth 2 fall victim to the tyranny of law, virtue, and freedom? Next, we have Martian Manhunter Rings of Saturn trade paperback. In these tales from 1998's Martian Manhunter number 10 through 17 and issue 1,000,000, after suffering colossal injuries at the hands of Malefic, the Martian Manhunter is returned to Mars in an attempt to heal himself, but while he's away, Saturnian ships arrive to reclaim Gem, son of Saturn. And we've got Mr. Punch 20th Anniversary Edition hardcover. The classic graphic novel by Neil Gaiman and Dave McKean is back in a new hardcover edition with bonus sketch material. Mr. Punch tells the tale of a young boy's loss of innocence due to a horrific confrontation with his past. Spending his summer at his grandfather's seaside arcade, a troubled adolescent becomes involved with the mysterious Punch and Judy man and a mermaid portraying woman. But when the violent puppet show triggers buried memories of the boy's past, the lives of all become feverishly intertwined. With disturbing mysteries and half-truths uncontrollably unraveling, the young boy is forced to deal with his family's dark secrets of violence, betrayal, and guilt. Okay, so that's it for DC this week, but of course there's still plenty of other books out this week too, so be sure to check out my YouTube channel at he'sgotissues.com to see both the Marvel and Indies videos for this week, as well as my featured video with the usual roundup of all my favorites for the week with a little more depth and insight than you get here. And if you like these videos, be sure to let me know by leaving a comment and subscribing. You can also follow He's Got Issues on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Tumblr to see everything I'm reading as I read it. So until next week, I'm John Cooney, and I've got issues.